Yo, yo, what is up, guys? I'm Jadisha, and today, I'm gonna be taking a look at this. This is the Huawei Band 6, not a smartwatch, a fitness tracker. Those are a little different. Alright, a big difference. But these are designed more to help you keep track of your day-to-day activities. Someone who has the metabolism of 3 nuclear reactors, I can tell you that I'm usually someone that's active. If I'm not up and about, then I usually just have to find something to do. I gotta be up and doing something. How often did I find myself needing this? Well, let's find out. So it's a really small watch, like fairly slim, and honestly I think it would look good on any arm. The screen is only 1.47 inches, but it's not squint worthy, you know what I mean? I never found myself looking down real hard just to make out notifications or text. It's not made of steel. Although they did a really good job of making it look as such. So there is only one button. You press it once to wake up and twice to access the activities. You can also change the screen display either through the app or you can do it through the watch settings itself. So swiping down will bring down a couple of software settings you can edit, like do not disturb, find my phone, a stopwatch. The screen locking is pretty quick. It locks really fast, but you also do have the option to allow the screen to stay on for 5 minutes. But yeah, just my little quirk was that it shuts up a little quick, a little fast. And a swipe from the bottom will bring up all your notifications, and that's really important if you have it linked to your cell phone. You'll be getting your iMessages text on there, you'll be getting your Instagram notifications, Facebook, whichever social media honestly is connected to your phone will be sent to the watch itself as well. And I'm not gonna lie, like you know, I did find it handy when it came to just quickly looking at my notifications without having to like do all this, you know, go all this and take out my phone and look at the notification that way. So I'd see if like a Jess or Andy responded in the group chat, or if they send me a text message, anything of that sort. And let me just tell you this, you do not want to be the type of person that talks to your wrist. You know, like I found myself being the, bro, you're not that funny type of guy. Like, you know what I mean? The left or right swipes only give you a quick access to like the heart rate monitor, stress test, basic health info. Now if you unlock it and press the main key once, and that's when you access the entirety of the health and fitness apps, which is essentially what it's for. Let's be honest. The notifications in the watch are cool, but this is a fitness watch. So starting off from the top, you have your basic cardio exercises, and from running to swimming. There's the list of all your workout records, heart rate monitor, which I have to say is actually pretty accurate. Now there's also blood oxygen measurement. I ain't no doctor, so I'm not gonna comment about all that. There's also an activity tracker. Now this one I'd say is the most in-depth because it gives you a caloric count, distance traveled, it counts your steps, and how much time you've been active. The only thing I kind of wish was a little different is if you could change the widgets to what you wanted them to be, customize it to your liking, you know what I mean? Instead of maybe seeing the caloric count, buffer it up to however you want it to see, not necessarily how it came pre-installed, but just a little quirk there. I'm not going to say it's anything that is too negative, you know what I mean? Now, of course, there's a host of other options you can use. There's the sleep monitor, stress test, breathing exercises, obviously your notifications, and the weather app, stopwatch, timer, clock, find my phone, and yes, even a flashlight. And just to remind you that you're wearing a fitness watch, this thing, it's gonna remind you like every hour, every 30 minutes if you've been sitting too long. So like, I'm telling you, like, son, if you have this thing on, you better remember to at least wake up, stand up, stretch, do something, because it's going to remind you. And you know, I've had this for a while now, and I'm actually kind of surprised it's not laggy or buggy. You know, over time, some electronic products get slower, they get laggier, obviously because due to strain and the amount of time you just put into them, and they don't work as they did initially. It still hasn't slowed, and it hasn't become buggy, so big ups to them. So the quality of the vibration is also something really good. I mentioned earlier that you do get your notifications because it's a fitness watch. The watch is on your wrist anyway, so I don't really understand why you need notification sounds, but I digress. For me, when it comes to vibrations, I prefer the lower setting. The higher one is a little too harsh for my hand. I prefer the lower one because, you know, it's simple. It just feels like a slight buzz, so you know you got your notification, but it's not going to be anything irritant. Depending on if you're at work, a place of business, or just anywhere where you really necessarily wouldn't want to take out your phone and, you know, just kind of make it look like you're looking at your watch, you feel me? But see, I'm someone who only needed it just for the fitness activities part. If I knew like I was gonna be out and active all day, maybe going on a long hike or going to the gym, something of that sort, then yeah, I'd wear it. But if I'm out with my friends, then you know, like I gotta have a bust down or something. So you know what I mean? Like I gotta. This watch for me necessarily, I fall in the camp of like the activity nerd, where I just use it for gym, doing exercises, keeping track of my heart rate, activities, calories, and whatnot. But in terms of like going out and you know hanging out with people, I honestly I just you know depending on the setting, I just wear a formal watch because I gotta have a bust on. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I found this most essential when I needed to keep track of my work, when I needed to plan my day, when I needed to keep track of everything I did for that day. And whether or not you fall into any of those two groups, I was coming from a perspective of I was thinking this was just gonna be a gimmick, and to be honest, it wasn't. But that's been it for me, fellas. Let me know how wrong you think my opinion is. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you planning on getting one? Maybe you already own one. Let me know your opinion in the comments. I'm Jadija.